Hello and welcome. This is a bit of a different video. In fact, you will see I've got in front of me a Mamod SE1. It's got parts missing and is in desperate need of some restoration, so I'm just going to sort of talk really and get on with it. But the first thing I've done, if we can just get rid of that, I think this is a meths holder, fill it with meths, set it on fire, put that to one side. First thing I've actually done before I started recording is this is absolutely covered in grease, and I think that's the wrong cloth. This is the one I need. So yeah, to try and get rid of this grease layer, there is I doubt this has probably been fired up in 30 to 40 years maybe, so I'm just really going to sit here and clean it. So, oh, actually that is actually coming straight off. That is fantastic. Look at the colour of that red when it comes off. Look, so if I bring that up into better, that's just, wow, it just looks so much better. I'm not entirely sure if that top comes off. Oh yeah, it looks like it does. But I don't think I've got the tools handy to undo that. Let me see if I can undo it. Most of my actual tools are upstairs. Let's see what happens. I mean, it can't really get much worse, can it? You might find that you actually ended up watching this video and you just see a grown man playing with his toys. That's what a lot of my videos are, actually. This is actually what lockdown has brought me to. So, all that. No. There is a better tool for this, and I've probably got it somewhere, but I'm too damn lazy to go and do it. Is that actually coming away? I don't think that's loosening, you know. I've got several multi-tools and they're all fantastic. No, I don't think that's going to come. Yeah, so I'm just going to tighten up a little bit. Yeah, so we have, obviously the degreaser has actually really worked quite well on here, so let's see if I think I sprayed it on most of here, so it should be pulling it all off. Particularly got it in the middle there, and you can see it's really done a good job on it. I don't think there's sod all on the TV tonight, that's why I'm doing this. There is better tools and there's better cloths and there's better methods, but this one's mine. Let me cut here for a moment because there is something I need. Back in 2 secs. Right, I'm back, and magically you will notice that, why am I picking that up? I've actually sprayed this a little bit more. Got a little bit more degreaser on there, just to get right into those corners, like that. So that colour is just coming out much better now. So there we go. I think. So we've got that, we've got the feet. The underside isn't too bad, so that can pretty much stay as it is. It's around the back here, which also had quite a bit, so that's all coming away. Give that a quick wipe down as well, and it just seems to get rid of the gunk, well, the worst of it anyway. This isn't exactly going to be a showroom finish, but it's better and it's nicer to handle. And if I can just rotate this to try and give that a wipe down as well. Not quite sure how I'm going to get into that bit, but I shall worry about that later. Helps if you have small hands, which I've just got sort of big and stubby ones. This is what lockdown does. You start talking to yourself. I live alone, so maybe it's a good thing that I do. This is actually a lint-free cloth, but it will go in the wash and it will come up looking pretty much good as new. You will be able to tell that I'm not going to be able to fire this. I need to order some spare parts, so I need the piston and connecting rod for this, which, as you can see, will be driving nothing. But also, I wouldn't trust this safety valve. It seems to work, but for a relatively inexpensive part, I think I'm just going to replace that. I think these are 15 psi. I'll need to double check everything. And I got the cotton buds for a reason, in that these are really great for getting in to these corners, like so. So all the rubbish which is coming off. This is my sort of working board, which I actually record most of my videos with, so I knock everything over. And yeah, it is set aside to purposely get painted on. The underside of it is completely black, but I've used it for spray painting. See, ugh. Fresh one. If you're making it all the way through this video, you'll wonder why you're sitting here watching me polish up this relatively obsolete piece of equipment, actually. An interesting piece of equipment though. So Mamod used to have a whole range which you could fit belts and things on and drive small tools, like a buff. I think there's a buffer, various saws, I think, as well. It was like a whole miniature steam workshop they did. I think that's about as good as I can be bothered getting it on the bottom. Yeah. I still have the Telford locomotive, actually. It doesn't get run very often since I replaced it with a Billy. Something that's going to need maybe a patch of solder, possibly. We'll see how that goes. It might be okay, actually, if it's only exhaust. And so again, I need to get into the sides and the back here, which is just too big for that cloth. There we go. I'm getting on much better with this light, actually. Yeah. I film most of my latest videos with it. So, yeah, there we are. Okay. So, the next thing is I need some fuel. There we are, topped up the tank. So the next bit I'm going to just tackle until I can... Yeah, horrible manky stuff. Next bit I'm going to tackle is the actual boiler itself. Like I say, the safety valve is going a bye-bye. So I've got some Brasso. If I can get this open. These things rebel against me, I swear. There we go. And it stinks. It really stinks. Cool, that's pungent. Yeah, so put that tin away so it doesn't stink anymore. So yeah, just get a little bit of this stuff and rub that on like so. Get your cloth. And it will seem to start to bring up the shine. And this has been years, I think, since this. I doubt this has ever actually been cleaned. Now, experience with my Telford is that these boilers, which are heated from underneath rather than internally, that black stuff on the bottom, don't even bother trying to get it off, because it just doesn't, it becomes part of the boiler. I'm not really doing very well with the shine on that. Let's get some more of this on. You'll find that this actually kind of eats the top layer, but let's just do that. It's looking better, but it's never, I'm going to have to accept that it's never going to look perfect without hours and hours of pointless shining. But I'll turn that around, compare it that to that, and you can see the difference. I've not investigated, but I think there's probably a way of getting the whole boiler off. But that's outside the scope of this video. Primarily you're watching a man polish his boiler. Miniature boiler. Yeah. So this lockdown, I think one of the key things with it is that at the start I didn't live alone, but now I do. And mental health is a real difficult thing because well, it goes in two ways really. If you are stuck at home with your family, as much as you love them, you will eventually want to kill each other. And then when you live alone, you kind of want some people about. It's never ideal. I've been fortunate enough in that I'm in a position where financially I'm sound, but I can really understand the problems people have. So living alone has its benefits, in that I can sit and do this in the living room without getting told off. Yeah. There we go. That's tricky to get to that with my big pudgy hands. So there we are. I think I'm going to make this a bit of a project. A very short project because it's quite clear what's wrong with it. In terms of the actual boiler itself, I think it's probably fine. These are quite low pressure. I think they run at 15 psi. Let's just scrub that. I wonder if I can get this flat surface to be a lot better. Oh, that is better. Oh yeah. There we are. Starting to look better, I think, definitely. I'm going to need a fresh piece of that from the stinky pot of Brasso. I swear these pots they just get more and more difficult to open as time goes on. And so these sort of come in this big wadge, but you only need a tiny bit, so rip off a tiny bit. The stink, it gets quite incredible, so you really don't want this pot open for that long. That's all to go in the bin at some point. And cap back on that. No worry from fire from the light or anything. It's LED and it keeps very cool. There we go. Okay. Right, fresh piece. So there is this cap which comes off, which I nearly lost earlier. I've just nearly lost again. Yeah. So I think I'll go over all this again. How has your lockdown been? Assuming you're in the UK, but obviously other places in the world are suffering similar. Hopefully. It will pass sooner rather than later. We should just do a proper job and get it out of the way sooner. I do feel that had we taken it probably more seriously in the summer, maybe it would have helped. We, unfortunately, for those in charge, we suffer falls. They're all falls, really. Given what happened all last week, I'm kind of glad to be in the UK. across the pond. It's all a little bit mental. Yeah. There we go. Struggling to get into that real deep bit there, but I think it's okay. Let's just give this a final wipe down. See if sometimes that brasso, it takes a minute or two to actually eat into it. Yeah, there we are. Okay. Oops. So Brewdog Lost Lager. Yeah, these come in 330ml cans. Yeah. So new safety valve for this, and this plug can just go straight back in. That has no mechanical function other than to stop water coming out. Yeah, let's just tighten that up just nicely. Okay, it's looking better. It's not perfect, and it's not exactly a showroom model. I'm just going to quickly give that a go with the Il Brasso. And again, the shine to that is long gone, but we'll be fine. Let's give this a quick wipe down. This isn't brass, obviously, and this will just be set fire to. So, not yet though, until I get some replacement parts for this. Yep. And there it goes. So, quick wipe down, quick wipe down. Right. It's not ever going to look brand new ever again, but I think that's better than new. Maybe. The quick inspection I have done for the damage. Okay, so let's take a look at things. So I think this is going to be perfectly safe to use. That's just going to be full of the meths, which I think it will just get poured into there and then set on fire. So that is perfectly safe. I do need to somehow undo this, because this will probably need wiping down inside, which is quite difficult. There we are. I think I might have it. Yeah, it's a bit unconventional, but hey ho. I don't know what I could actually power with this though. It would just be running and not actually doing anything, just zipping along at a bazillion miles an hour. Because I think it should have a regulator somewhere, possibly. There's only a basic model though, so maybe it just heats up and just goes for it as fast as it can. So, I mean, you can see it's got the spring in that there. I mean, if I could find just a piston even with this part, I think that would go on absolutely fine. So, like that. Let's just give a quick rub again. Put that back in there. I think it'd be quite cool to have this on a 16mm layout, driving something like a pulley system or something, or like an incline. That would be quite fun actually. With this, pulling like a piece of string, pulling wagons up a hill or something. That would be quite cool. Okay, I think I'm done here. So if you've made it this far, congratulations. If you hadn't, then you wouldn't be hearing what I'm saying now. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully bring you some more videos soon. Hopefully try and get it more interesting. I want to go out and video trains, but I can't. So thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, share the video, whatever you can do, and I shall see you next time. Bye for now.